Hey guys, it's social media producer Tom Barnes from the WGN Morning News. The Chicago scene on the road at the Forge Lemont Quarries out in Lemont. Why? Because this is one of the biggest outdoor adventure courses I've ever seen, one of the biggest in the country, and they have the tallest tower in the world. Yes, in the world. So why not get a tour and check it out? It's a short ride from the city. It's got a beautiful quarry and lots of space for families to hang out. I'm going to introduce you to the two guys that helped get it started. They're these fine-looking gentlemen right here. I have Bart and Jeremy, right?
That's right. I'm Bart.
Bart, I'm Jeremy. Welcome to the park.
Welcome to the park.
So tell me real quick about what this place is and why. Look at that. That's why you should come here.
That's
because
great
of that.
timing. Yeah.
So what is this place and how does it work for price structure and all that good stuff?
Absolutely. So this is the Forge Lemont Quarries, which is the largest outdoor aerial ropes course and adventure park in the country. Absolutely amazing. And it's designed as a place for families and individuals to come out and have a really good time. So we support groups and family groups and parties and corporates and individual users alike. We have memberships and we have individual day passes and even individual activity passes. So there's really something for everybody of every age and every ability here at the park.
Right, and Bart, they have like a full-time restaurant, full-time for what? Yeah, go ahead.
All sorts of amenities. There's biking, there's kayaking, there's a restaurant with all sorts of dining options for all sorts of diets: gluten, halal, kosher, vegan. There's all sorts of things to do here. It's for fun, for the family, for everybody, all inclusive to everyone.
All right, so we're gonna head out to the first spot. Where is that?
We're going to check out our pump tracks and skills
Pump
tracks
tracks.
course just down the road.
Just down here. So that's fantastic. What is happening right now?
So that's Jim. He is our mountain biking supervisor, and he is sort of demonstrating how you ride around this portion of the skills track portion of the pump track here at the Forge Lemont Quarries. And if you kind of pan around a bit, what you can see here is the rest of the elements. I'm sure he's going to jump in for us and sort of give you a look. But what we have here is really the only outdoor pump track in all of the state of Illinois. And
What do you mean by pump track? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's great. Thanks for the question. So you see how Jim is riding and he's like pumping his handlebars and moving his body using his weight and momentum to sort of drive around. You'll note he's not pedaled one single time, right?
That's awesome.
So that's the dynamics of a pump track. It uses your own weight, your own mass, and basic physics to help propel you around. And pump tracks are amazing because A, they're super fun to ride on. B, they don't require any skill. So if it's the first time you've ridden a bike or you're a pro like Jim, you can get on the pump track and start riding immediately. Of course, the things you do on the pump track are going to differ based on your skill set and your level, but everybody can come and use this pump track to learn core riding skills, which make you a better rider. You learn balance, you learn how to transfer weight and momentum as you're riding, and ultimately the skills that your body teaches you while you're riding a pump track can be taken with you out into the real world where you're riding single track and real mountain biking trails. So in addition to this kind of fun stuff, right?
Whoa.
If you look down where Jim is, you see that there's a bunch of different wooden structures, and we can actually just walk down there and take a look.
I'm following you.
This sort of transitions from the pump track zone into what we call the skills track zone. And with the skills tracks, you're actually able to come through, ride around in circles, and sort of pick and choose which of these elements you want to ride on to practice your skills, right? So, this particular board is about, 11 and a half, 12 inches wide, and it seems, it's pretty simple to ride on. It's actually not.
No, that'd be terrifying for me,
Right.
even a foot off the ground, but that's fine.
Right, especially with like the elevation changes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what's amazing is you get an opportunity as a biker to come through here and slowly but surely practice and get better and better and better. Really amazing, like professional bike riders will come up here, they'll pause, they'll stop, they'll jump down, then they'll jump back up, and they'll be able, this again is a place you practice your skills for getting better at riding as a professional or just really as an amateur, right? But professionals as well can come out and have a great time doing this. And we're the only park anywhere close to here that actually features this kind of riding. And in addition to the skills tracks and the pump tracks that we have here, all around us in the entire park, we have 300 acres of land on which we have 5 miles of bike trails that you can ride it today freely. Most of them are flat and nice, but as we continue to develop and evolve the park, we'll be offering even more skills tracks for people to be able to ride on and keep progressing their skills.
And you said you had about 300 acres, and I'm guessing all of it is not developed. You still have room to grow?
Right. In fact, most of the land here, I'd say about 260 of the 300 acres, we intend not to build out like this at all. We'll add tracks and trails for biking, for running, for hiking, for family entertainment. Mm-hmm. We're adding in new places for fishermen to go and enjoy the 6 quarries that are open for fishing back here. We'll inevitably put in more paddle sport docks and things like that for people to enjoy. But what we've decided is that with the village and township of Lemont, because that portion of the park is public land, mm-hmm. our goal is to beautify, to restore, and to really improve that space for the use of the public forever, for free. So everything over there, you'll always get to use for free, even the trails that we build. Really, the only side of the park where you pay anything is this side of the park, and you only pay when you're playing. It's free to come, free to walk around, free to hang out in. You basically pay to play, and that's it.
And some of the family entertainment that you were talking about, I'm guessing, is what we're looking at right here. That is it's not completely done yet, but Correct. It's on its way, right?
Yeah, so this is called the Mount, and as you can see, it's a large outdoor amphitheater. Well, it's about to be. You can see the scaffolding going up in front of the stage now. That whole stage section opens up so that guests will be able to experience everything from funny enough, we have dance recitals that are being scheduled here right now because you can't perform inside of a theater. So bring your family and 400 friends, and you can socially distance while watching your kids sing, dance, play. We have a Pops concert coming up here in August, and we've designed this thing to be able to support big acts as well. Everyone who knows me knows I love Dave Grohl. And
yeah, you and me both, my friend.
There you go. And so I have to say Dave's name 7 times a day because I think that's the way we're going to finally influence the universe to have him come out and play.
Yeah, I mean,
we could support Foo Fighters.
He does love Chicago, Dave Grohl. The first concert was at the Cubby Bear.
I know. Same thing with Eddie Vedder. We're going to get them.
Absolutely.
Girl jam. But anyway, so this amazing space out here. We're doing yoga. We're doing outdoor classes, educational training, corporate events, and then family entertainment. This will open around August 1st, which is exciting. So we're getting really close to being done. And what's cool about the way this park is laid out is we've sort of centered all the family fun around this area too.
Yeah, this thing looks outstanding. Let's walk a little closer.
Yeah. Say we could actually go inside of it.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. I'll follow you.
Yeah, so this is the 2 Towers Adventure, and it's the little brother or little sister of the 8 Towers Adventure, which is across the lake over here.
We're going to get to that in a little bit.
We're going to get there in a while. So what's amazing about this place is you can see these kids going up into it now. It's designed as these 2, really it's a ropes course aerial adventure zone for kids 3 to 13. So it's a harness-free zone. As you can see, parents can go up with their children for free, and the children can either be a member.
Really free? This is great.
As a chaperone, yeah. So the way that the pricing works for our park is, again, this is an exhilarated activity, so it's a waiver-based activity. So a child would pay, but a parent can chaperone. Or if you have a day pass or you're a member, then you obviously have open access to it. But what's cool is inside this, there are 35 different ropes course elements that are the direct copies.
Let's swing around a little bit so we can get another view.
They're direct copies of the activities and elements that you find on the large ropes course across the way.
Kids that grow up doing this will be a little bit more familiar on when they head over to the bigger course.
That's exactly right. They'll be basically trained up here, right? So trained up in a place that's safe and padded and spongy, where you're not going to get hurt, where you don't have to wear a harness, but you can learn how to do ropes, you can learn how to climb and do monkey bridges and ladders and all kinds of crazy stuff. Do even some zip lines over here to get familiar with and comfortable with the idea of being at height and being not 100% in control of momentum, right? And that's what this is all about. So as you get better here, then you'll be able to go across and do your thing.
If the movie The Goonies would come up with something to do, this would be
This was it. The pirate ship, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is very like Goonies-esque, like
Totally.
harkens back to like our childhood.
Goonies is maybe the 3rd best movie of all time. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. Awesome.
All right, we made our way over to, where are we at exactly, Bart?
We're now at the Foundry, which is our initial food and beverage opportunity. You'll also see as we go by here the refuel cart, which is an augmented part of the food and beverage that brings food and beverage out.
To the people.
Out to the people, especially over on the other side.
Yeah, this place isn't small, so that's very helpful.
It is very helpful. People do get thirsty when they're climbing over there, and there's not a specific thing there. This is the Foundry deck. You'll see there's an upper level and a lower level.
Oh yeah.
It's a grab and go restaurant. There's not preparation of food in there, but there is good healthy choices of good healthy food that you can get out of the coolers, buy, and come and sit and eat while you watch.
And have a great view of the quarry up here, right?
It is a great view. The sun sets nicely over the quarry. It's a beautiful thing at night and in the evening. And now we've come down to the lower quarry shelf. which is where we have more places to sit and eat and hang out and maybe have a beverage, alcoholic or not. We also have these.
So you have both options, though.
We do.
Okay, good to know.
We do. We have these fire pits also. The fire pits can be reserved, or you can just come and sit around them in the evening. We can light them up, and you can do s'mores. You can do, all kinds of
Zip line right across the lake as we're talking about.
The zipping has started. It's now past the time for the park to be open, and the zipping is starting. So we'll see a lot of that pretty steadily. But it's a nice additional option. And from the lower quarry shelf, we also have our paddle sports area. We put a nice little dock out here in the quarry, and you'll see as you look down here, kayaks, pedal boats, canoes that friends and family can come and rent and enjoy out on the quarry.
Let's walk out there real quick.
Okay.
Me and you, Bart. Romantic stroll here, huh?
I don't think the paddle sports supervisors are going to come yell at us for not having the life vest on, but technically we are supposed to put those on when we go out onto the dock.
Well, we don't have to go all the way out then. I
so,
just wanted to give a little different view here, but
yeah.
This is kind of what you see.
So this is the dock. There is a handicapped. Let's take a couple of steps out,
okay.
Just so there is a handicapped.
You own the place, I think. So right, we're okay.
They're not going to yell too much at me. There is a handicapped accessible kayak launch here, which is a nice feature. A lot of the areas of the park are handicapped accessible, including the zip line, including some of the towers, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But here's a launch, and you can easily get someone into a boat, even if they're physically challenged.
How long, just since we're out here, how long is that zip line from all the way there across this quarry and ends right there, right?
That's correct. It's about 1,080 feet, right, Jeremy? I think the one from the tower on the left is about 1,080 feet. The one from the tower on the right is, I think, 970 feet.
All right, so we made it up towards the other part of the course where the 8 Towers of Adventure live, right?
That's absolutely right. And the 8 Towers of Adventure is the largest aerial challenge course in the country. It's also featuring the 3 largest outdoor climbing towers in the world.
In the world.
That's
impressive.
So here on the east end of this section, we have 2 towers that are visible, 2 tall towers that are visible. Mm-hmm. This is the East X Tower, this big X. As you can see, it's amazing climbing elements, some fun and friendly ones, and on the back side, it's a legitimate like rock wall gym style climbing wall. Difference being that you get a 60-foot climb, which you then follow up with another 20-something feet. And it even includes inverted climbing. So we've got everything for a beginner climber through to an expert climber to experience out here in the climbing alone. But what you'll also notice as you look around, you'll see there's these zip lines that connect from the X Tower here into this Hex Tower in front of us.
All part of a course?
That's right. So we have more than 2 miles of zip lines back here that connect into all 8 towers. That's why it's called the 8 Towers Adventure. 3 giant towers, 5 smaller towers, although each of these towers here are the size of your average ropes course in America. So our space out here at 300 elements is, again, largest ever built. And to put that in context, the next closest ropes course to ours is one of the larger ones in the country and only has 56 elements. And that's important to note because as we look ahead at the Skyscraper Tower, which is our iconic tower that was designed to look like the Sears Tower splitting apart.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That one alone has 56 elements. So that is bigger than anything else in Chicagoland, for starters, as a tower. It's also the tallest tower in the world for rappelling and ziplining. Absolutely stunning. In fact, it's so big that you can put 100 people at one time on this tower and still have tons of space.
Wow.
We actually did that 2 weeks ago for our pre-opening hurrah as a team. We brought all 108 employees of the Forge Lemont Quarries out here, and we all climbed the tower, and we took shots and videos and had a lot of fun hanging on this thing, playing on it. It's that big. So when you think about this being able to support 100 people, and you multiply that across the entire 8 Towers Adventure, what you quickly figure out is that we can put 650 people at once at elevation on this course and still maintain proper social distancing.
That's incredible. Nobody's doing that.
No, you can't.
Not even Disney World, they're not doing that. No.
And the reason we can do it is because of the way that we built this thing on top of each other, right? So it's all this tiered structure of multi-levels.
Yeah, this just keeps going.
Oh yeah.
Look at this. This is incredible.
And you can see just keeps going and going and going. The far west edge of the park features one more giant X tower, which is again connected into all of these.
All these are connected.
All of them are connected. In fact, yesterday, to end the day, I went all the way to the West X Tower.
Just for fun, huh?
For fun. Climbed it, rappelled down, climbed it again. We can take this little path here.
Oh, yeah.
And then I zipped from that X Tower to the first Hex Tower, to the second Hex Tower, to the third, to the fourth, to the fifth, all the way back to Skyscraper Tower, where I went to the top at 115 feet, rappelled down, and that was my day. And
Wow.
it took
That's
2
a day.
hours.
I was going to say, that's not going to take 10 minutes. That's going to take a while.
And in doing that, I barely touched the course. This thing is so big, you can never finish it in a single day. We've had one person.
That's a
on
good
staff-
challenge, though, huh?
Oh, it's huge, yeah. One person on staff has finished the entire course. It took her 2 weeks. She was up here for 2 hours every day.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So you're getting your money's worth when you come here.
Absolutely. Like, you are absolutely going to get your money's worth, and the best workout you can possibly have. It's
I bet.
fantastic. Yeah. So what's neat, and we'll stop here and just kind of pan back around, if that's okay.
Yep.
Right here in the center of the park, and you've got this bouldering zone here. So we love climbing, and obviously we have the largest climbing towers, but we also wanted to put in a sweet bouldering zone where you can come out and continue to practice your skills as a climber. And so for members and day pass holders, you can come and boulder. And what's nice about where this is positioned is that it gives you this perfect view of everything going on around you. Over the course of the next couple of weeks, we're putting in picnic tables and more benches, more fire pits back here as well. So this whole zone is just going to be this perfect, fun place to hang out. And again,
So we've made our way around the entire place, just about. Guys, this place is phenomenal. I mean, this is something that I think everybody in Illinois is going to love, and the surrounding states, I'm sure. So thanks for giving me that tour, and I might do the zip lining. We'll see.
do it.
You can do it. We know you can do it.
For people who, again, need the website and social medias, why don't you give me the guts on that?
Sure. The website's forgeparks.com, so FORGEPARKS.com. Everything you need to know about pricing, about schedules, about activities themselves, and what's coming up now and what's going to be available down the road is all there on the website.
All right, and thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Go stay. Why don't you go get a zip line running and stay cool today?
Thank you for coming out.
Yeah,
We
no
appreciate it. We
problem.
appreciate having you.
Yeah.